you find yourself in a space between moments. A space where change happens effortlessly. And as you listen to these words now, you might begin to notice that something inside you is already shifting. Because once, long ago, you learned to fear this moment. The idea of being seen, being judged, being tested. But who told you this moment was something to fear? Who told you you had to get it right, instead of just being you? Who made you believe that your words could be wrong, when in truth, they're simply reflections of your reality? And isn't it fascinating how a belief that once seemed so real can begin to feel so distant now? Because what if this wasn't an interview at all? What if it was just a conversation where people get to discover you? What if instead of proving yourself, you simply let them step into your world? Because the truth is, the person who sets the frame controls the conversation. And the person who controls the conversation controls the outcome. So as you imagine your next interview now, see yourself walking in with absolute certainty. See yourself owning the space completely. See yourself speaking naturally, effortlessly, as if you're simply sharing ideas. Because that's all you're really doing, isn't it? And the more you relax into this truth, the more your mind begins to realise that you've already won. There was a time when you feared speaking your truth, because deep inside a part of you wondered, what if I say the wrong thing? What if I make a mistake? What if they don't approve? But take a moment now and ask yourself, who says you have to be perfect? Who says you have to impress them? Who says they're not already impressed, just by your presence? And as you begin to question these old beliefs, you can feel them dissolving completely, because those rules were never real. They're simply ideas you outgrew, and now you're free. Imagine now stepping into your next conversation, and this time something's different. This time you don't have to prepare because you already are enough. This time you don't have to perform because you already belong. This time you don't have to think ahead because you trust yourself completely. As you feel that certainty growing inside you now, as that deep, unshakable confidence locks into place, you already know. You'll walk into that room. You'll own every moment. Because this is who you are now. And the transformation is already complete. Because remember how there was a time when you believed in limits. A time when fear whispered, what if I don't know what to say? What if I make a mistake? What if I sound foolish? And yet somewhere inside you, there's another voice, a deeper, truer voice, the one that knows. You were born to express yourself effortlessly. Because think about it. Have you ever spoken effortlessly before? Maybe with a close friend, or when talking about something you love. Did you plan every word? Did you rehearse every sentence? No, you simply spoke without fear, without hesitation. And that means the ability to speak confidently, to express yourself naturally, to be present and in flow. It's already inside you. It's not something you have to get. It's something you already have. And the moment you realise this, everything changes. Because there was a time when you thought an interview was a test. You had to prove yourself. That you had to say the right thing. That you had to impress them. But what if this isn't a test at all? What if this is simply a conversation where you get to discover the real you? What if you're the prize? And instead of proving yourself, they're the ones hoping to impress you. Can you feel the shift happening now? Because the truth is, people don't remember what you say. They remember how you make them feel. When you step into this moment with ease, excitement, curiosity, that energy transfers to them, and suddenly everything just flows. Because there was a time when you thought, I have to control myself, I have to hold back, I have to be careful. But every time you tried to control yourself more, you shut down more. Every rule you created made you feel smaller, and yet, right now, you can feel something releasing, because you no longer need those old rules. Those rules were never real. They were illusions, and illusions vanish the moment you stop believing in them. And as you let them go now, you feel something opening inside you. More space, more freedom, more possibility. You're no longer bound by limits that were never yours to begin with, because you're limitless. And now, you step into this next interview, and this time something's different. This time there's nothing to prove, nothing to get right, no performance to give, because you belong in every room you enter. Because people, they aren't looking for perfection. They're looking for someone who's real, and you're real. And the more real you allow yourself to be, the more magnetic you become. So now as you feel this deep certainty locking into place, it's already clear you've won, because this is who you are now. And the transformation is complete. Let it sink in deeply, because when you think about it, isn't it fascinating how easily everything has just changed?